happens in gastric bypass is that the whole of this segment is taken off. And once you eat, just only a pouch is left of the stomach. And it is such that food is now diverted from this pouch through a portion of the small intestine down this way. If you have the intention of doing a liposuction, a BBL, a tummy tuck, or any elective surgery at all, but weight is a challenge, by which I mean your surgeon tells you that without losing weight, you will not be able to go through this surgery, or he won't advise that you have this surgery done. And you've tried all you could, dietary modification, lifestyle adjustment, you've involved yourself in strict exercise regimen, but losing weight is still a very big challenge for you, then stick around to the end of this video, because this video is definitely for you. In this video, I'm going to be talking about bariatric surgeries, by which I mean weight loss surgeries that you could use to lose weight instead of following the rigorous exercise regimen or dietary modifications that have not hitherto worked. Struggling with obesity can feel like an endless battle when traditional methods such as dietary plans and exercise regimen have not yielded the desired results. For those grappling with severe weight issues, especially in patients in whom obesity becomes a major health concern linked to conditions like diabetics, hypertension, heart diseases, elevated cholesterol level, hormonal imbalances, menstrual irregularity, infertility, and certain cancers, bariatric surgery, which is more commonly known as weight loss surgery, offers a potential solution to improve health and quality of life. Stay with me on this journey and let me show you the available procedures you can choose from with the guidance of your bariatric surgeon to achieve your desired weight loss. Meanwhile, if you are new to my channel or you are a returning viewer but haven't subscribed yet, kindly click on the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with people you know will definitely benefit. And let's discover how these transformative procedures can not only help you shed pounds or kilograms of weight, but also enhance your life quality and offer you hope and a new beginning. The first procedure is gastric bypass surgery. Gastric bypass is one of the most common weight loss surgeries. It involves creating a small pouch from the stomach and connecting it directly to the small intestine. This bypasses a significant portion of the stomach and the first part of the small intestine, reducing the quantity of food the stomach can hold per time and the amount of calories that the body can absorb. So gastric bypass is simply bypassing the stomach. Now, this is the stomach. This is the stomach. What happens in gastric bypass is that the whole of this segment is taken off. And once you eat, just only a pouch is left of the stomach. And it is such that food is now diverted from this pouch through a portion of the small intestine down this way. So this is what happens. When food enters the stomach, it's supposed to settle down here, digestion starts, and it goes through the first segment of the small intestine, which is the duodenum. But in gastric bypass, typically, a portion of the small intestine is taken out and it is attached to that pouch at the beginning of the stomach here. So what you would eventually be able to consume for each meal that you eat will be very small. Instead of filling up the whole of this place, what you have is that you fill just this place and it goes this way. Digestion at the end of the day is a bit compromised. Absorption into the system is compromised. So this is left almost redundant. Once you eat, it comes this way. It bypasses the stomach, just like the name implies, gastric bypass. This is how the surgery works to help you to lose weight. Gastric bypass helps to achieve significant long-term weight loss. It will help you lose some 60 to 80% of excess weight. Note that it is 60 to 80% of your excess body weight, not the overall weight that you have. So if you weigh about 30 kg in excess of what your ideal body weight should be, then about 18 to 24 kg is what gastric bypass surgery would help you to lose in the long term. Another benefit is that it helps improve obesity-related conditions like type 2 diabetics, hypertension, snoring, and sleep apnea. Gastric bypass also promotes hormonal changes that reduces hunger and improves satiety. Gastric bypass comes with a potential for nutrient deficiencies, requiring long life supplementation, and it also poses a higher risk complexity and risk compared with other procedures. Number 2 is sleeve gastrectomy. Sleeve gastrectomy is better known as gastric sleeve, and it involves removing approximately 80% of the stomach, leaving a tube-like structure or sleeve. This is what happens in gastric sleeve. This is the hole of the stomach. This is the hole of the stomach. But just as the name implies, gastric sleeve is taking off a big portion of the stomach so that what is left is just like a sleeve. So essentially, instead of you to eat to fill the hole of your stomach, following a gastric sleeve surgery, what you are able to consume is as little as just staying in this portion of your stomach that is left after a gastric sleeve procedure. Small quantity means small calories will be absorbed after digestion into the system. That is how it helps you to lose weight eventually. This smaller stomach limits food intake and significantly reduces the hunger hormone called ghrelin, which helps you to curb appetite in the long run. So what are the benefits of having a gastric sleeve procedure done? First is substantial weight loss, making you lose about 50 to 70% of your excess body weight. So if you weigh an excess 30 kg, for example, having a gastric sleeve done will help you to lose between 15 to 21 kg in the long term. It is also a simpler procedure with fewer complications compared to gastric bypass. Thirdly, no bypassing of intestines, reducing the risk of nutrient deficiencies. Note, however, that it is an irreversible procedure and there is a potential to develop gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. Number 3 is adjustable gastric band. Adjustable gastric banding involves placing an inflatable band around the upper part of the stomach, creating a small pouch. The band can be adjusted to regulate the passage of food, thereby controlling hunger and food intake. Now, in gastric banding, the whole of the stomach is well preserved. The whole of the stomach is well preserved, and it is very, very reversible. It is a very reversible surgery. What your bariatric surgeon will do for you is to put a band around the upper part of your stomach to allow for just a small opening, the type of small opening that is around there to enter into the duodenum, what is called the pylorus. So he allows a very small opening, leaving a small pouch where the food you eat would be able to settle down per time. It means, in effect, instead of you eating a quantity that would fill up the whole of your stomach, per time you are eating the quantity of food that will be in the pouch alone. Digestion tries to take place, and food eventually now goes from the pouch this way into the small intestine, and it is absorbed into the body. The other thing with gastric band is that it is adjustable. Now, it is adjustable in the sense that if your nutritional or metabolic needs would require that you take more after a given period of time, or you take less after a given period of time, what your bariatric surgeon will do for you is to come to adjust the band around there, either moving it down so that your pouch is able to accommodate more food per time, or he moves it up so that the pouch becomes smaller and what you are eating per time becomes smaller in quantity at the end of the day. This is how the adjustable gastric band works to help you to lose weight. The benefits here are that it is less invasive and it involves no surgical cutting of the stomach or intestines. It is adjustable and reversible and carries a lower risk of nutrient deficiencies. However, the result you will get with gastric banding is slower and less substantial weight loss. So you typically lose 40 to 50% of your excess weight, meaning you will lose about 12 to 15 kg of an excess 30 kg body weight in the long term. Another downside to this procedure is that it requires more regular follow-up visits for band adjustment, and there's also a risk of band slippage or erosion. Another bariatric procedure is what is called the biliopancreatic diversion with duodenal switch. Big English, making it sound like it's a very complex surgical procedure. Don't worry, I will explain. Let's call it BPDDS for short. BPDDS is a two-part procedure starting with a gastric sleeve, followed by a rerouting of the intestines to bypass a large portion of the small intestine. This results in significant food restriction and reduced nutrient absorption, leading to eventual weight loss in the long term. Now, in biliopancreatic diversion with duodenal switch, like we said, is a two-part surgery. The first thing is that a gastric sleeve is done. Your stomach is this way, but it has been sleeved off. A major portion of it has been taken off, and this place is sealed. What we would expect is that food substance settles in the remaining part of the sleeve, and it goes down through the duodenum, because the duodenum is a continuation, or is the first part of the small intestine. So food goes in this way, through the small intestine into the large intestine. The duodenal switch is this. The duodenum is cut off the stomach. The duodenum is cut off the stomach. So everything entering the duodenum, your bile from the liver and gallbladder, will not be able to function to digest or metabolize fats effectively again. A part of the small intestine, the lower portion of the small intestine, is taken out from the larger portion of the small intestine, and it is now sutured. It is anastomosed to the last portion of the stomach. So small quantity of food is what you are able to eat. It comes into this remaining portion of your stomach after the gastric sleeve has been done, and the food goes in this way into the large intestine. The greater portion of the small intestine is eventually, now this is sealed up. The upper end of the duodenum here is sealed off. The last portion from where the distal part of the small intestine is taken is now sutured very close to where the distal portion of the intestine enters or empties into the large intestine. This is how biliopancreatic diversion with duodenal switch works to ensure that you lose weight effectively. The potential benefits of BPDDS is that it gives the highest potential for weight loss in the long term, offering a 70 to 90% of excess body weight loss. Meaning, for example, for an XX 30 kg body weight, with biliopancreatic diversion with duodenal switch, you lose between 21 to 27 kg of that excess weight. It is also highly effective for severe obesity and metabolic conditions like diabetics. At this point, it is very important for me to mention that it is the most complex and most risky procedure compared to other bariatric surgery procedures. It also poses a higher likelihood of nutrient deficiencies, requiring strict long life supplementation. The fifth procedure I will mention is the more friendly and widely acceptable gastric balloon. A gastric balloon or intragastric balloon is a non-surgical option where a saline-filled balloon is placed in the stomach via a procedure called endoscopy. This balloon occupies space, promoting a feeling of fullness and reducing food intake. It is a non-surgical, temporary, and reversible weight loss procedure where the inserted balloon is removed once you've attained your desired weight. Now let's talk about the gastric balloon. Before anything is done to the stomach by way of a weight loss surgery, this is what the stomach looks like. This is what the stomach looks like. Now, for a gastric balloon to be inserted, it is done under endoscopy. Endoscopy means that you will be sedated or lightly anesthetized. Once that is done, a tube is dropped inside you, and at the end of the tube into the stomach is a balloon that is inflated, or that is inflatable or deflatable. Once it is dropped inside you under endoscopic vision, saline is then introduced into it to the quantity that is desired by your bariatric surgeon to be able to accomplish what it is meant to accomplish. That is your weight loss program or your weight loss procedure. So once it is inflated, this is what it looks like in your stomach. Your stomach normally will contain food or fluid, this quantity. But the presence of this balloon in your stomach will reduce the space for the quantity of food that you are able to eat per time. This is the way it works to help you achieve weight loss. At the end of the day, once your desired weight has been achieved, You go back to the hospital, your weight loss surgeon takes this one out of you again. So once this is done, what you would need eventually is dietary modification, exercise regimen that you would be able to use to maintain your weight, to keep you in shape. It promotes moderate weight loss of up to 15% total body weight. So if you weigh 100 kg, for example, you can lose up to 15 kg, leaving you with about 85 kg body weight. Your gastric balloon can be left in situ for some 4 to 6 to 8 months before removal. The length of intragastric stay of the balloon depends on your bariatric surgeon assessment of your results. Gastric balloon promises a temporary reversible solution requiring subsequent lifestyle changes for long-term success, and there is potential for nausea, vomiting, and balloon deflection while in the stomach. So selecting the appropriate weight loss surgery is a highly individualized decision. Factors to consider includes the patient's health status, weight loss goals, and potential risk. Consulting with a bariatric surgeon and a healthcare team, which usually involves a weight loss nutritionist or dietitian, is crucial to determine the most suitable option and to understand the necessary lifestyle changes required for sustained success when it comes to your weight loss journey. While these procedures offer significant benefits, they also come with risk and potential side effects or complications and requires a commitment to long-term lifestyle changes and follow-up care. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on your notification bell. Lose that weight and stay trim and fit, and I will see you in the next video.